Airlines, cruise ships. What's going on? Are you ready to travel yet? The government is trying to step in due to this industry being decimated. Post-COVID, what do you think these stocks will do? Is it time to buy yet? Let's take a look. In our hot stock panel yesterday, we had Susan Hayes Colton, who's an awesome individual. Talk about Royal Caribbean, but Norwegian Cruise Line pushes back the cruise restart timeline. I know that there's probably a lot of people out there who are wishing to get back out, whether it's on a plane for vacation or taking a cruise. I totally understand that. But my mention yesterday was I think that it is a mentality thinking that, are you ready to be on a ship with a bunch of people knowing that COVID-19 is out there? And, understand this as well. I know it seems like they're going to make sure that you check everybody before you get on the boat, the whole 9 yards. It really is, COVID-19 has taken a toll on people. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They pushed back their cruise start date. The company says it will continue to work in tandem with global government, because remember, they go all over the world, and public health authorities and its healthy sail panel experts advisors to take all necessary measures to protect its guests, crews, and the communities visited. That's tough. All right. And, the whole idea is, are people over it yet? From the standpoint of it's come, it's taken names, and it's kicked butt. Are people over it? When Joey gets this video out there, I want you to comment on this video. When Joey puts it out, are you comfortable traveling yet? Don't type it in the room here. Once Joey, or you can type it in the room here if you want to, but once Joey puts this video out on the travel stocks, I'm curious to know, how comfortable are you out there in VV Nation? How many of you are comfortable traveling yet, whether it's on a plane or whether it's on a boat? All right, so now in my list, I have Norwegian Cruise Lines, but I also put airlines. All right, where's my list? All right, I also put airlines. All right, so I was going to go back to my watch list, go back and find my 10-8-20. So I looked at two stocks in this space. All right, notice that, I'll move this over, Norwegian Cruise Lines and Jets. Now remember that my watch list, the only place you'll find this happening when you build a watch list is sorted by that indicator, VST, our master indicator, right? Right? And notice where Jets sits, in the middle. It's got a VST of over 1 overall. Interesting. Norwegian Cruise Lines has a VST of just right at 1. All right. Jets is an ETF, which looks at all of the airlines. Notice that the RT on it is above 1. The airlines are rising. Why? Because the government is starting to put out money to help bail them out. All right, only a couple, I think it was United Airlines that took bail money, but American did not, Love did not. Not all of the airlines are taking the money, but a couple of them are to keep them afloat. Because without people flying, they're not making any money, right? So notice that overall, though, Jets is on the rise with an RT above 1. Notice a Caribbean Norwegian cruise. It's got an RT above 1 as well. This is why I ask the question, are people over this yet? Are they more apt, and as I pull up my graph, are they more apt to want to jump out now and start to run and travel? So here's Norwegian, 3-month graph, above the 20-day moving average, exponential moving average, RT above 1. Interesting. Even though they pushed back the date on kicking off on cruising again, look at the stock's price. Candlestick pattern known right here as a hammer as the stock's price fell, which was a possible reversal. Boom. From a technical standpoint, the stock's above the 20-day exponential moving average. What would I be looking for if I'm thinking about getting in? I know that RT is above 1. Let's take out that high. Let's make sure we're buying into the stock as it's rising. I've got a high sitting at $19.17. That's probably my get-in period. That's probably my get-in period. Now, I'm going to show you something else. Over the last 3 months, it's trading in a little bit of a channel as well, isn't it? With a support level on Norwegian sitting at a price of $12.56. So I've got a nice little 3-month channel, and the stock's price bounced off support, went above the 20-day exponential moving average, stayed above, got to that level of resistance, pulled back. I think that if I'm trying to time when to be in and out because it's in the channel, when it's above the 20-day exponential moving average, it's okay to be in it. When it's below the 20-day exponential moving average, it's a good time to get out of it. Right now, I'm saying it's a good time to be in it. Watch today's activity, a closed candle. Again, the price is lower than the open. The price is moving lower than it was from the opening, but still higher than the previous days. Let's go look at Jets. Airlines sort of kind of doing the same thing. Let's draw this line. Actually, let's draw an extended line. So as we come back to this again, that line will automatically be there. All right, there it is. A little bit of an uptrend coming off of that low. Let's make that a little darker so that you can see it. All right, so Jets also in an uptrend. RT is above 1. I do have a level of resistance over the last 3 months sitting at about $19.13. So if I'm going to look to get into this stock, that's probably a good profit target right now, unless it can break above and RT stays above 1. Again, the news is out there. Looking at this stock, I'm still giving you an opportunity just by analysis to help you to time the right opportunity to get in the stock. All right, folks, let's check and see. You guys got any questions about this story? Just understand, and somebody's talking about flights to nowhere. I saw that. I've got a couple of customers who are pilots, and they're letting me know that they still have to fly some of their planes empty. Just, if they've got a German spot in the terminal, in order to keep that spot, they still have to land at that terminal every so often. So a lot of these airlines, a lot of these planes are flying empty to maintain their spots at global terminals. So that's very interesting. All right. Any other questions? Bought all airlines thinking to keep them for 3 years. Amir, think about this. Airlines and all these travel stocks have been decimated. At some point, they're going to have to come back. But you got to have some kind of intestinal fortitude to sit and want to hold that for 1 to 3 years. At some point, they are going to come back. I'd rather put my money in stocks that are working now and time my opportunities to get into something like the travel stocks. And at least this is a good way to start looking about that.